Salutations and welcome to Kirby Plays Games. My name is Kirby and I'm here playing 7 Days to Die version Elf 18 on a public server. This video is the second in my Horde Night Retrospective series where I share my Horde Night adventures with some retrospective commentary. As you can see, it is day 112, which makes this the 16th Horde Night on this server. Since the last episode, I had some time to put together a temporary Horde base. For those of you who watched the last episode, you know my home base had a tough time with the day 77 Horde, so I am here holding up and hoping this outpost will do better until I can build something a bit more epic. Just gonna have a swig of that because they're piling up. Some of you may notice this kind of looks like something called the Killing Corridor, where you basically have a path elevated that the zombies run down. But usually you would have some kind of exploit or foil for their AI, so they just drop down, which we don't have here. We just have hatches. As you can see, sometimes they drop down anyways. Now I've got a junk turret over here, and it's shooting them off the side pretty well. I definitely haven't spec'd into it, but it's doing the job. If you're curious what I have spec'd into, that's been shotgun and handgun. Always time to loot. Definitely didn't learn my lesson last time with that. So, Silver Waffen is here with me, and they're just above me. Like, directly above me. It's an interesting design. You'll see as the night goes on. It's basically just a series of fallback points. Ooh, level up. And tonight I am trying out for the first time the exploding crossbow bolts, which are great. And we got some zombies flying. Cop can't hit me. Well, they can. They do a lot. I like the ragdoll physics that they added. I don't know if they added so much as like now they look great. Skipping forward a little bit. One of the reasons I actually don't usually do corridor type bases is they're really good for getting kills and XP, but I'm not a huge fan of, you know, just shooting the zombies as they run at you. I want to give the zombies a chance, I guess. You know, raise the stakes a bit. And that's why there's no hole for the zombies to fall down. I figure, you know what, give them a shot. Which usually ends up in me dying, but, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. Except for, like, not dying. That would be great, sometimes. So, they got the first hatch down, so I'm pulling back a bit. Loading up the explosives. They are also loading up the explosives. Whew. This base was not really built to survive demos. Once the demo goes off, you kind of just have to fall back. And slowing it down for the explosion. We have a second demo coming in. And at this point, the front of the base is pretty well done. Now, The idea is that at this point I hold back behind these hatches and path the zombies towards me, but they have done so much damage to the back wall that that is now looking like a good target. Useless spear thrust against the spider zombie, and a shotgun to finish them off. Taking a moment to ask Waffen for some assistance.
Need backup.
Maybe I should call them Silver? Yeah, that makes more sense. I feel like there's a lot of silvers though. That could get confusing if you had a whole bunch of silvers. Could happen. Internet, you know? So they're making some pretty decent progress on that back wall. Feeling like I have to check that out. Good thing I made that decision too, because they're glitching through.
Houston, we've had a problem. Go!
Now luckily I've got this upper layer, which also functions as kind of a secondary fallback point. It's messy with birds right now, so we're just gonna get rid of that real quick. Not quite enough time. Now if I was being at all reasonable, I'd take a minute to heal here, even, throw down a bandage. But I'm just trying to hold the door. Yeah, something that's been a recurring theme is shotguns and demos don't mix terribly well. It's just hard to not hit the button sometimes. They're using a duckbill mod on this shotgun as well, so it gives it a bit of a flatter spread. Which is nice when they all kind of bunch up against a barricade or some kind of obstacle. And we have Silver, Waffen going down, and I go down as well. Luckily, I'm not quite dead. Not quite dead. Just a flesh wound. Nothing a few bandages can't fix up. Now, my home is not completely repaired, but I did some basic things since the last Horde night. There are hatches. Time moves very fast on public servers because they don't stop. So it actually has only been a week since the server started or so, maybe a bit longer. And we've got the base that we were just defending coming up here on the left-hand side. At this point we notice Silver Waffen is 22 meters away roughly, so he's made it back over. And he is ready to let some fire loose. Look at that. Go, Silver. I believe in you. Just firing away. Pretty sure he's rocking an AK there. You can see here when I was talking about speccing into handguns, I'm able to interrupt them basically and cap their movement, so they slow right down with the crippling shots, and it usually stuns them as well. Oh, and Silver died. I'm sorry, Silver. And we're gonna run really quickly over to the base. As I said, not fully repaired, but it's got hatches. That was my little shop there that we're just passing. Oh, he phases through the hatches. Magic biker zombie. We're just gonna leave him there on the ground. And pop downstairs. Need to turn on the power real quick. Was not on because I wasn't planning on defending here. And grabbing some ammo. Gotta repair that first. I definitely fall into the not repairing hatches trap sometimes. Just get a little trigger happy. And there you can see the duckbill at work, just clearing them away. And here's Silver. Silver back from the dead once again, ready for vengeance. Oh, so you see them running in, and zombie follows them, dog follows them, and they're shooting. And we're repairing, and Silver's dead. I'm sorry, Silver. I'm sorry. Alright, so at this point, the electric fences have discharged to the point, well, they've shocked enough zombies that they're not working. So we're relying on the dart trap and the shoddy. And Silver has managed, you can see his light on the wall there, has managed to build himself up to the roof. Now here we just come back from grabbing some ammo downstairs for the shotgun because we ran out of that. And we have a break-in with only 20 minutes left until morning. Grab the dart trap. And as you can see, some of them are just trying to get up to the roof to where Silver is. I've got a hatch right there with roof access. And they're kind of trying to dig their way through. In a lot of trouble here. But we do manage to survive. This is where we get a little bit of an adrenaline kick. Try to run up the ladder to join Silver on the roof, and accidentally run into our own dart trap. Which seems to be a theme.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Alright, so that's a bit rough. But what are you gonna do? Horde night is almost over. We're gonna grab some grenades. I'm expecting to come back up and see a whole bunch of zombies. Little do I know, they're up there. And they've actually made it up onto the roof and are presently, if you look at Silver's health, eating Silver. And Silver dies. Alright, thank you for watching. Looking at the stats, the temporary Horde base completely failing at 1:20 AM. I died at 3:48 and just had the single death. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing. Goodbye.